Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I always wish you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. So, we are going to do a reading. What comes out, but this is during Mercury retrograding Leo. The energy of bring that ass back. Okay, I'm just what? That is funny though. It does have that element. It's argumentative energy. It's come back to me. It's romanticizing the past. Is we can fix this and be better. Key though is if you're gonna double back, be better than what you were before. Don't come back the same person. Don't come back expecting the same things. You need to be brand new. Okay. So 5 card draw per usual. 5 is my signature. What we got for Taurus? The Sun. Where Aries ended, you are beginning. All right, so you could be feeling very vibrant. Feel like you're in the spotlight right now. All eyes on me. That's how you could be feeling. You could also just be very positive, very bubbly, kind of exercising the child in you, that joy, that beauty, seeing the positive in everything. Just being a lover of all things right now, you know. But we're going to clarify. 8 of Pentacles. Look at you. Focus on you. 2 of Wands. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Okay. And then you have 10 of Pentacles at the bottom, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, baby. So you have 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Devil. Come out, wherever you are. Devil loves to come and play. You are really focused on just you. Nothing wrong with that. 8 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. That is Mercury energy in its entirety for Virgo. All right. With it being an 8, you are trying to, or actually you are mastering your own life. The qualities, the attributes that you have to give to this world, you are mastering it. You're figuring out your footprint, or you found it and now you flexing it. All right. Now, when it comes to this 2 of Wands to the Devil, Saturn energy is self-focused. You know, he is all about mastery energy, being in control as well. But it makes me wonder, are you, when it comes to Mercury retrograde, you've been working on yourself and now you're going to entertain something that is no good for you? It makes me wonder that, are you visiting something from the past where you think because you have elevated and did yourself well, that calling this person into you, they too are doing something well? What I will say, that whatever this is with Saturn coming through, that's external of you, this is not something internal. Yes, he's mastery, hard working on the self-focus, can be a bit narcissistic, self-motivated, but that's not what I'm feeling in this reading. My reading, my interpretation. But I'd love to hear your point of view too. There's a comment section. Okay. 2 of Wands is deciding to go. So now what I mean by that is making the decision to move forward with these ideas. So could you, I mean, you could be doing this. You could be YouTubing, because I could tell you that that does resonate with me, putting myself out there. Even though it makes me uncomfortable, it gives me anxiety. I know that it's something I have to do, and I know that doing stuff, putting yourself on the front is not doing it the minus of fear. It's doing it what? The presence of fear. Fully activated. And just doing your best, putting your best foot forward. So you could be, in that sense, doing something that you've thought about doing for a long time. You've been practicing on the low. It's not something that you showcase or verbalize to other people. And now you're deciding to do it. And people are like, wait, what? I didn't even know you were into that. Yeah, you are. It also could be saying that you being so positive could just be opening opportunities, opening new avenues for you to just shine. Shine bright like a diamond. 9 of Swords in the desired position. We must clarify. Eight of Cups. Oh, having a hard decision to leave what? Or what has played out like how? Clarify. Nine of Swords. Got the Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. Y'all saw that? Page of Wands. All right. No, it's Queen of... Wasn't that Queen of Swords I just saw? Yeah. Queen of Swords there at the top. Four of Cups. All right. You are making me sad. And when I say that, the reason why I'm feeling this is because heart's in the right place, but you can't control everything. You're sitting here, you're diving hard and giving your undivided attention to master or perfect a skill that you have, while you still have this underlining, while you still have this burning desire to be with, you could be dealing with the fire sign. I only say that because there's two fire cards and there's one over there. So you could be dealing with the Leo. Well, Leo, Sag, and Aries are all here because you got the page out. Oh my God, your desire is to heal this, to heal what didn't work out, to heal these wounds that you have. When you see the Queen of Cups, she does represent the mother in the tarot deck. When you see her mothering nature, all the queens have mothering nature about them, but she is like the mother. It's like having the Page of Wands is like the desire to just move forward and not look back. You're having, it's giving me survivor's guilt. You're having a hard time moving forward and letting this go because you want to bring everyone with you. Can't bring everybody with you. It don't work like that. It's hard to see that. I actually, seriously, I just left a comment on my other YouTube channel where this guy was talking about him, his girlfriend not knowing that she grew up rich and he grew up poor. And one of the things, like, he was having her try an affordable pop pocket, and she's like, you know, she loved them and she had the fancy ones. He's like, nah, this one is for poor people. But in it, one of the comments someone had said, I could just hear my mother's voice, eat it or go to bed hungry. And I left a comment and I said on there, I didn't say the second part, I'm gonna tell you that, but in there I left a comment and I said that it was the one where you go to bed hungry, you go to bed and you'll dream about the feast that you wish everyone could have. Something along the lines of that. And then I put on there, you know, just that alone. You went to bed hungry, but you woke up motivated. You know, because some of us did. We went to bed hungry. We didn't care. We wasn't eating it. We couldn't stomach it. It made us sick. We'd rather just go to bed with our stomach growling. But another part that I wanted to put on there was, and it's sad when you work really hard and you accomplish that and you get to that table and now you have the food, but you realize that you had no family. I didn't put that part on there, but that's what it made me think about. When you're sitting there, you're thinking about all the spicy and fun experiences you had, and I did say spicy, but all the experiences that you had in the past, all the love that you gave in the past, and it didn't work out. You cannot allow that to hinder you now. So your desire is to let go of these wounds, to accept that you did your best, you wanted the best, but it wasn't in your control. Everybody gets presented with tests. You passed yours. Pat yourself on the back. So on the surface, my friend, you are very positive, very happy, very alluring. You know, you are a go-getter. internally, you're a wounded child. You have heavy wounds. Your desires is to just let this go. You just ready to get to where you're going so you don't have to look back. So you're kind of in like a wavering period right now. Explain why we had that Eight of Cups. Look, that Eight of Pentacles tried to come out again. Let's get our third card, which you don't see coming. What is this one? King of Cups. Probably should have just kept that Eight of Pentacles. Didn't though. Moving on. Carry on. Okay. King of Cups. When the King of Cups comes through, what you are not seeing is that there is an offering of love. Of love coming your way. Some healing is coming your way. Support is coming your way. King of Cups is, or if I didn't tell you, the Nine of Swords is actually Gemini energy, okay? It's Gemini and it's Mercury and Venus energy. Nine of Swords is, okay? So like I said, I explained it well, but it is dealing in matters of love, relationships, things that didn't work out. That's why. King of Cups, generalize it to water signs. That's your Scorpios, it's your Pisces and your Cancers. The King of Cups is Cancerian energy, all right? So what you're not seeing, you could be dealing with a cardinal sign. If they are not a Cancer, I stand firm in it being the modality of this card. So they could be a Cancer, Libra, Aries. Well, missing Capricorn. All right. You got Three of Cups. That's Cancer again. The Sun again. And the Ten of Pentacles. All right, baby. What you don't see is happiness coming. Maybe it's all in your head, this Nine of Swords. It could be. All right. You could just be meeting a new tribe, new people. The King of Cups, though, is bringing good celebration, good news, good positivity. This could be a husband. Could be my husband. I am a Taurus, okay? Proud one, baby. My mother-in-law just called me bull-headed, stubborn today, and I'm just like, can't be too stubborn. I can punch you in the throat, but whatever. That's not here or there. I shouldn't even said that. We know I ain't gonna delete it. So, but what this gives me, it is good news. Good news in the fashion. I think you are heavily dealing with family issues when it comes to the King of Cups. It could also symbolize a relationship, a past relationship. Like I said, it could be with a water sign or a cardinal sign. But what you're not seeing is this too shall pass. Just say that to yourself. This too shall pass. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. You got Nine of Cups here too. Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm almost done. When I'm done with this video, you guys can do your thing, okay? Yeah, it is pretty late. It's 6:11. He's coming. He always comes home, honey. He's coming. Advice. Two of Swords. Ooh, you can't take it with you. A decision must be made. This is in your advice column. I feel like I didn't finish that. What you're not seeing coming is healing. What you're not seeing that is coming, what you're not expecting coming your way is love. It's love, it's acceptance. It's a mutual partnership. When the King of Cups comes, he is the one that will lay his coat down on a puddle for you so you don't mess up your toes. That beautiful pedicure that he paid for, okay? All four of these cards just represents happiness, joy, peace. You're not seeing. So maybe in your mind, when you're alone, that's what you're going through. In your head, this Nine of Swords, Because with that being a desired position, it's like, ooh, you want alleviation of this. You want to be able to rationalize, accept this in your mind, in your heart, just in your soul in general. This is what it is, and it's over and done with. The things that you're working out, you could be dealing with siblings, it could be mother issues, it could be past lovers. That's what I feel. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, and then the Page of Wands. That those are hard topics. That's not something you can easily get over. Each situation gave you valuable lessons, and they played a part. Like those lessons was so tight, they're embedded in your DNA. Can't shake it, and you don't want to shake it either, because it came for a reason. Your advice though is making a decision. When it comes to making a decision, you see the Two of Swords. That is Libra energy. That's Venusian energy. So this is dealing with matters of the heart. Okay? People that play a part, those who are part of your tribe that make you. All right? That support you, lift you when you're down. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. When it comes to his advice, you got Two of Pentacles. Oh, you want to come? No, you don't. I hate when that happens, the feeling that I get. Hate is such a strong word. I don't like that. Knight of Pentacles, okay? Pick your battles. Two of Swords is your advice. When you see the Two of Swords, a decision must be made, and choosing, sitting there harboring on a decision is making a choice not to move. Okay? It's not going to go away. You got to do something. You understand? Now, you got Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. I like this because, I wouldn't like that, because if it's dealing in a matter of love and a relationship, you could be going back and forth between two partners, having to pick which one to be with and not willing to give up neither. That's a hard choice. If it's dealing in the matters of just in general, what Two of Pentacles usually means, balance between work, life, and home, that Capricorn energy. Knight of Wands being next to it, it signifies when will it stop? When will it end? I literally just saw that with Koji and John Wick 4. Have you given a thought to when this will all end? He was basically telling him, you can't kill them all. And he's like, Koji, I'm going to kill them all. He was like, even you can't kill everybody. At some point, you have to throw in the towel. When will that point be? Now, in this energy, it does give me long time coming, and it doesn't help when you have the Nine of Pentacles. This could be something that's been on your mind for a long time. You need to make a decision. Are you going to stay trying to pull these people with you, or, go back and try to revisit this relationship and make it work? Or are you just going to accept the joy and the peace that you already have that's in front of you and just let that go? It's like it's given, can't shake it, but needing to shake it. Okay? You have to make a decision and stand firm in it. But what a lot of people forget is this isn't just your life. Remember how I said I don't be wanting to go on here, but I can't shake it. I got to, you know what I mean? I gotta get up. I have to do it. It just haunts me. Your life, you have something that's in you. You didn't put it there. Your creator put it there. And it is your obligation to execute it. That is your sole purpose, that right there. All the other stuff is extra. Serving your purpose is real. That's why I say it doesn't bother me. It doesn't concern me with how you make the decision to love someone or who you choose to love and all that other stuff. That stuff is it's extra. That's extra stuff. I'm not saying it doesn't serve a purpose, because it does. It plays a part in who you are and who you're meant to become. But it's not the most important. What's most important is what's in you. And what do you need to have in your environment around you that will allow you to be comfortable enough, to encourage you enough to deliver that? Do you see what I'm saying? There's a bigger picture. I was trying to explain this earlier to the mom who's a Gemini. You just wasn't working. My Mercury's also. Anyways, it's hard. It's complicated. Because think about that song. You say, tell me who you loyal to. Does it start with your woman and your man? Does it end with your family and friends? Are you loyal to yourself in advance? I said, tell me who you loyal to. Is it anyone that you would die for? Anybody you would strive for? Anybody you would lie for? Or you would lie for? That's what God for. I could have butchered Kendrick's part, but that's basically what he's saying. Your ultimate sacrifice should be for God. It's not for man. It's not for kids. It's not for friends. It's not for a dollar. It's not for a job. You know what I mean? Your ultimate surrender should be to He who created you, He who died for you, He who lived for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. That's why when people get in these relationships, you can't do this, you can't do that. How you gonna talk to this person? I feel like that's crazy, because that person could play an instrumental part in this person's life, and if they don't have that experience, that lesson is still going to resurface. So allow people to be who they are. Allow people to make their mistakes. If you love somebody, love is not when someone stimulates you. Love is not a choice. Like, it's not. I mean, we sit around and say, oh, I want love. But as soon as it comes with pain, please take it away. I hate it. You take love and you dress it up with anger and you call it hate. But in the end, it's still the same. That's why I be like, when people hate me, they still love me, but it hurt. It hurt. They chose aggression to love me. You know, they chose pain to imprint on me. That's how I feel personally. You know, my scars, that's just me personally. But I feel like for individuals, when it comes to the matter of, I didn't even pull out your fifth card. When it comes to the matter of love, love isn't something we choose. It's something that happens. Like, you could say, oh, I love this person. I grew to love this person. Love don't work like that. I don't care what nobody say. Love is something that happens like it's something, it's uncontrollable. That's why I think a lot of people get so angry. You ever seen couples that get divorced and they still be taunting the other one? Because they still love them. And they know you still love them too. So why you playing? Because they choose not to be with you because of the lifestyle that you have. Like, I know two people right now that's madly in love with each other. One is looking more copacetic on the outside, but it's torn up. They know how to cover it. They know how to move through life. You know, keep pushing forward without showing it. While the other one can't do nothing right. So lost and confused, don't know what to do. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And it's because you love one another, but you don't know how to kick your addiction. Your addiction is killing me. I have a life I desire to live. And if somebody's bringing you down, like somebody got money problems and stuff like that, help them. You do the best that you can. But at the end of the day, you got a purpose that you got to fulfill too, and you can't do that under distress. You know what I mean? Never feel bad about that. But just because you're not around that person doesn't mean your heart is still not consumed with them. You know what I mean? Why did I just do that? Oh, die for anybody you was live for, anybody you would ride for. That's what God for. I said I geeked down, I'm fired up. All I want is loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Tenfold. Ooh, bottom of the deck, 10 of swords, 10 of cups. Bottom of your clarifying deck, justice and strength. What was the other one? 9 of pentacles and then the emperor. I noticed I only said emperor is on the clarifying deck. All right. You have the world outcome, completion. You're going to reach this. There's going to be a closing. There's going to be a new beginning. It means either or. But that's why we clarify. Clarify. Now, this is kind of tricky because you got 6 of pentacles, 7 of pentacles, and a 3 of pentacles. Crazy, right? Yeah. You really looking at the 7 of pentacles. This has been a long time coming. So whatever this is, whatever this cycle is that you've been going through, remember we started off with the sun. So you want to know if you're doing the right thing, pursuing the right career path, exercising the right skill. Yes, you are. Always look at the beginning and the ending. 1 to the 5. Because remember, 5s bring about change, and I'm a 5. That's why I do 5 cards. Sometimes I do 9. You know, I do bigger, but I stick to the 5. Because 5 brings change, and that's what I'm trying to do. That is my goal. I want to bring about change. I ain't trying to give you chaos and challenges now. That's why we're working through all these cards. But I want to bring about change that offers healing. Gives you enlightenment. You know, this is a form of stalking too. And I like it. It is quite late. It's about 6:30. You still ain't home yet. Sometimes you get home. Okay. My son, when he starts to worry about Poppy, I start to worry too. But anywho, digressing. What this tells me here is you have been longing to have a group of people that treat you the way you treat them. You want to get back what you put out. That is what you've been longing for. You're going to reach that. You're at the precipice. I love that she said that. I've been sticking with that word. You know, comes out and make me feel good. Precipice. You are at the precipice of that point. I think, remember, you only get back what you only receive. You only get back what you put out. This Mercury retrograde, if it is somebody that's coming back to you, be assured that they're not coming back to you. If they were energy vampires back then, vibrating low, they're not like that now. It's been a long time coming, that 7 of Pentacles. And you're tired. I think you're reflecting, especially with the desire of this 9 of Swords. And let's just be real. I'm a Taurus. I can relate to that. You're reflecting on all the wrong that has happened to you. Change your mindset. Suck on a piece of fruit. I said it. Get you a nice, good glass of ice water. Rock in a chair. And change those thoughts. Because there's no way all the good that you put out, there's no way you're going to die. Or I shouldn't say that. Some people say you get flagged. You're going to go laid to rest and not see that. That used to, I'm telling you, that's the truth. That's like my biggest fear. Like everybody that I ever love and I stood 10 toes down, they find out that I'm laid to rest and then they all want to come to the funeral. And they all want to talk about how I was a good person and mourn and cry over everything that happened. I don't want all that. Give me my flowers now. Tell me my thank yous now. That is honestly how I feel. I always, because I see that with people. They be like, oh, I should have, could have, oh, it was me. Like when my cousin had his unfortunate self-unaliving, his girl at the funeral talking about, he did it because it was my fault. It was my, well, you're right, you dumb bitch. It was your fucking fault. You know, he was already, well, I just got triggered, y'all. But our family, like, yo, the generation before our parents, they planned ahead longevity. Our parents were spoiled. Hands down spoiled. And selfish fuckers. You saw how that was a big... Because they were. They were so self-absorbed. To this day, they still are. I love them, but that's what they are. They never thought about tomorrow. They thought about, I got to get mine now. And I don't care who I have to stump over to get. And that's all of them. All of them that was born in that time, that was all of them. So my cousin, he was having a hard time, like a mental problem. He went to living with my granddaddy, and seriously, he had a really hard time. And all he had was his girl. They went, you know, he worked real hard. He was working at McDonald's, and he worked real hard to get himself set. And all he had was his girl. You know, and it was janky sometimes. Like, you got to understand, when people come from dysfunction, people come from wounds, it comes off in desperation. Damn it, that was the word I wanted for Aries, and I couldn't think of it. But it comes off as desperation. Because, yeah, we thirsty for that shit. We hungry for that shit we watch on TV. We want that love. that everlasting love. You know, yeah, it ain't always gonna be beautiful dragonflies and sunflowers and, you know, but you want. There's my husband, and I think that top lock is locked. Hold on. All right, life happened. So I know I was talking about my cousin. Oh yeah, he was stressed out, but she turned around digressing. You know, she made it all about her. She felt bad about the situation, and she proclaimed that it was her fault. And it was her fault. They had a place together. They was doing good. They were off and on, but you know, whatever. And yeah, he comes home and his best friend is kowtowing her, and it's like, yeah, he didn't take that well. They broke up. He was sad and depressed. Next thing you know, like, he was talking crazy to my uncle who lives in Cali, and then my granddaddy, he lives closer. They lived in the same town, so my granddaddy gets the call because my uncle, his son, calling him, telling him, oh, you know, Jaden is feeling XYZ, and he started talking crazy. This wasn't the first time. He started talking crazy. Well, my granddaddy get there, beat down the door. He got there too late. My cousin hanging from the ceiling fan. And she had the audacity to be talking about that. I don't remember how I started talking about that with you guys. But, I think I was telling you guys how love just sucks. In some cases, it hurts and it can be really detrimental to people's spirit. But, actually, and I paused this and we're already at 30 minutes and I'm so sorry, but I think he came at a good time because I think I was getting really heated, just flashbacking on that. But the point of it is, what you have in these cards clarifying the world, it's just for you, Taurus, or for us, Taurus, it's, you know, waiting. We're waiting for that to come. We don't see that we already got it or it's already headed our way. And then boom, in the end, things just play out. It always plays out the way that it's meant to play out. But with it being retrograde, I think that's where I was going. Those you loved in the past and those that are still here, that you do have the opportunity to reconnect with in a positive way. That could be friendships, family, you know, whatever dynamic that is for you. And I don't mean that lightly. That is turning around. It's getting better. It's gonna be better for you. It's coming your way. So if you sitting up there saying, when is it coming my way? And you're feeling like being at this crossroads and having to make a decision, the decision is you have to pick you and you have to be positive about it and move forward. Okay? A long time coming. Ain't it bad though when you good peoples? And I told that girl to give me some mayo and ketchup. She ain't give me no mayo or no ketchup. And I went and got something to eat. See, earlier, I was sucking on this. Now I'm sucking on this. Wonder why my stomach fucked up. I can't let go of ice cream like I can't let go of bad. Let me stop. I'm just weird. But yeah, things will work out for you. I do apologize for getting in that aggressiveness. I do get mad when I think about that because people don't understand the decisions that they make has a big impact. And no, that's why I think on my other channel, there's that song where he said, I want everything, but you do everything. You do everything good, but head, I don't want your throat. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. And yeah, you are allowed to switch. You have every right to switch. Ain't nobody holding you down. Y'all could be married nowadays. Society say you can get divorced. You can do whatever you want. Yes, you can. But understand that there's consequences and love crimes is a real thing. But in my cousin case, like, he was just so hurt. And let me tell you something too. What's so messed up is that I went down and visited. I hadn't seen my granddaddy in years. And we finally go down there, and the impact of it was I thought he was going to pass away without meeting my children. So I want him to meet my children because he meant a lot to me. Like, I try not to talk about him because I do get emotional. I love that Capricorn. I love him to this day. I think about him every day. And I hate that I was mad at him for so many years and lost so much time. I couldn't get that back. I was so hurt that he made me go with my mom. I was supposed to be being with him, and I blamed him for everything. But all the good that came about in my life, I wanted, and I had that chance to appreciate him, to tell him thank you. Because if he had pushed me to get on that Greyhound with my mom and my brother, I wouldn't have been up here. I actually caught myself running away. But I needed him to know that I was okay. I was safe. So I told my granddaddy. My granddaddy knew, and he told my mom, and he felt bad. Whatever, blah blah blah. That's neither here nor there. The thing of it is, I had a dream that I. Ain't never a dull moment. I don't know if y'all heard that. Somebody almost got hit by a car. I don't know. Could have been an animal. Because you know what? They known for their fucking dogs being running around. They got these cute little dogs. My neighbor, she tried the hell out of me, gonna say one day. I go outside because they out there. My dog going crazy. I'm like, what's going on? They out there on the dog. Their dog has the same color coat as mine, but mine is bigger. But you know, at first glance, you know, they older, so they thought it was my dog. That was a lie. My dog gonna be out there, and I ain't out there. That's my baby. But they saw the dog. The dog didn't have a leash, so they stopped the dog, and they was rubbing the dog, and that's when she realized that that wasn't Mufasa. That's my Mufasa. Where he at? I want to show y'all my doggy. Hold on. I don't even take you down here. Mufasa! All day he be with me. Now it's nighttime. He gonna be with the boys. Mufasa! He must don't hear me from they loud behind. They got a loud fan thing in their room. Anyways, I would say I insert a picture, but I'll be lying. Y'all will see him one day. Mufasa! I'm trying to call my dog. Yeah, see, they laughing. I don't know if y'all can hear all that, but it was a lot going on. Anyways, me being all extra in your ear, I do apologize if I hurt your ear and you had on headphones. Because I do be listening to people when they get the hollering. I have my headphones on, I'll be mad as hell. But nobody actually do all that, but it's their channel. It's just a moment. Anyways, oh yeah, that's what I was saying before that happened. So yeah, that happened, and then I had a dream that my grandma Rose was looking at me in a dream, and she was just so sad, and I see my granddaddy. But there was a coffin. It was a funeral. It was all white. So I thought it was my granddaddy. Anywho, we ended up taking a trip down there. The one person I didn't see was my cousin Jaden. That bothered me so much to my core when we was leaving. Out of all the restaurants, y'all, this was Warner Robin, Georgia. Warner Robin, Georgia. So my granddaddy and my grandma Rose lived. And I go there, and we want to take them out to dinner and stuff. What they choose? My grandma Rose want to go to Golden Corral. She said, good, let's go to Golden Corral. Took her to Golden Corral. We all went. We had a great time. They ate real good. And when we were leaving, I felt so bad because I was still thinking about him. I'm like, how he doing? For some reason, I'm asking about my uncle, son. I hadn't seen Jay since he was a little boy. He was a manager at McDonald's, and I still hadn't seen him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He, 9 times 10, didn't even remember me. But that haunted me. Because the next day, we go to the hotel. We slept. We go back. I had to see him one last time. I didn't want to leave. But we left. I didn't want to leave. You ever be so wounded? I was so wounded. And my husband didn't know what to do. I was really in a rut. Damn, I'm real open today, huh? But I was really in a rut. And when he took me on that road trip, I love road trips. Me, him, of course, all of us went. But my dog. And that's why I said the next road trip we go on, I'm taking my dog. Because I'm tired of this. My dog's not coming with. When we went camping, I didn't bring my dog. When we went to Cali, I didn't bring my dog. That's my baby. Why am I leaving my baby behind just because he got 4 legs, tail, and fur? That's not fair. But either way, Anyways, um, yeah. So when I went there, when we had our road trip, we stayed in Chattanooga, and we stayed in Atlanta. It was nice. It was nice. It was real nice. My favorite was Ruby Rose. We went to see the waterfall under the mountain. Man, that man was in that tunnel for 17 hours crawling. Man, that's some dedication. When you wouldn't have got I was claustrophobic in the little spot we was going in to get there. Like, they had some real tight spots he was in. Me and my son was panicking. I was like, God, this time I'm gonna go out. Please, not like that. I'm being so serious. Getting back out was okay because we all left. When we was at the front of the line, we hurried up, getting to it. You not eating, baby? I'm gonna say yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear him. Anyways, but yeah, when I got down there and I called my granddaddy, I said, "Granddaddy, you want to go out for lunch?" He said, "I love to, baby, but you all the way in Wisconsin. That's kind of far." It's a funny joke though, and he was laughing. I said, "Nah, Granddad, I'm 30 minutes away. I'm coming to see you." He was so shocked. My granddaddy met me outside. And when I tell you I needed that love back, it's not that I didn't love my family. I was dealing with some real deep wounds. And when I got there, because they raised me, I was raised by old folks. My mama was like my older sister raising me. The older sister let me stop. I don't want to talk bad about my mama. I love my mama. But my grandparents raised me like core. My mom taught me persistence though and determination. For real. But my granddaddy, my Mimo, my grandma Rose, my grandma Moya. Well, I didn't see Moya that often. My great auntie Andre, Auntie Andrea, my auntie Star. Who else? Who else raised me? My grandma Anna Mary, my auntie Adrian, my auntie Deborah, my auntie Chris, my cousins, my grandma Phyllis, my grandma Esame, my auntie Ronise. I didn't hear much about Ada, but she played a part because I used to dream about him. Finally had to ask my mom. But anywho, I was raised by my elders. When we left there, I was like, can we stay? I really want to stay and see Jaden because he was working. I wanted to meet him. When we hit that highway, it never set well in me. And 2 months later, he was gone. I'm like, and I felt so bad when I went and visited, I was talking to my cousin. It's complicated when you talk about it because oh my God, I'm not even gonna go into it, but it's blended when it shouldn't be blended. You just leave it at that. It's kind of taboo. It's taboo. Just know that my Uncle Andre is Aquarius. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, 2 months later, that happened to him. Oh, the story of Ruby Rose too is beautiful. He called it Ruby Rose for his love. Oh my God, y'all, I love love. My friend, I'll never forget, she told me, I didn't even think about that because I like the movie Notebook. I didn't think about that, and I saw her. I hadn't talked to her in years, and I came across her. Came across that Walgreens. She was getting a prescription. Stop. She really was though, but who knows, Anywho, that was the first time, besides being when I had Facebook. This was Facebook days to me. That was the first time she saw me and my husband together. And, I introduced them. And she said, "Look, you really did get your Noah." And she winked at me and I was like, "What?" She was like, "The Notebook, Noah." I said, "You know what? I didn't even think of that." And I looked at him. He was like, "You made me watch that movie." I didn't think about that. But anyways, yeah. All right, let me get my little loose lippy butt off of here. Because I sure love talking today, didn't I? eat my food, and then I'm gonna do the rest of these signs because I ain't finished. But I need to migrate into my room instead of. Yeah, it is late. Last time I tried to do a reading like 8 o'clock, boy, them kids was out there cutting up, and I ain't got no problem with it. They kids, let them kids live. They need to live, but I need to live somewhere else. Okay, okay. I hope y'all got something from this reading. I really do. 45 minutes, my black ass ain't going back. But with having these cards, you know, get out that Nine of Swords, that desire. Well, it's not bad to desire the Nine of Swords, to desire to understand. You want to understand. What was it clarified with? I mean, you could have been dealing with a fire sign. It's going to come and give you some nurturing energy. Try to heal and begin again with you or something like that. I don't even think I interpreted like that for you, but it's possible. Y'all hear my voice? My voice is like gone. It hurts so bad. But that is what I got for you, Taurus. It was a pleasure reading for you. I want you to know that your time, I appreciate and value your time. It feels good to me that you stuck it out here. Even though some of y'all don't make it to the end of the video, that's all right. It's all right. A lot of y'all don't make it to the end of the video. I still put it out there in the future. Somebody will come back. They'll watch it and it'll be of great use to them. You take what you take. You leave what you leave. All right. I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, understand. I'm always wishing you peace and understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. I know I said it at the beginning, but I'm saying it at the ending too. Just in case you don't remember. And no matter what cards life deals you, baby, work the fuck out your hand. Because can't nobody play it the way that you can. You got this. Bye.